What's up, fight fans? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so I've just watched the Wilder Fury fight again. And for me, it's important to watch it twice, maybe even 3 or 4 times. I'm extremely opinionated and sometimes I do say some stupid shit. So rather than say some stupid shit, having watched it once at 6 in the morning, I'm in South Africa right now and it came on at like 6:20 a.m. So yes, I was watching it, but I was fucking tired as well, right? So I didn't want to give my full opinion without watching it a second time, right? And I watched it now a second time. And look, I gave it to Fury, but I could see how it was a draw. I could see how you could probably give it to Wilder as well, by the way. I'm not a person that sits on the fence. I could see how you could do all those 3 results. I could see literally Wilder, Fury, and draw. Trust me. I've looked at the punch stats as well. Someone just sent me the punch stats. Fury, just on punch stats, has a much better percentage than Wilder. Much better. It's always difficult, I think, to score a fight based on punch stats, and I know people are going to use that when they make their videos, but regardless, I could still score the fight either way, or a draw. So I think, in the end, I do think a draw's fair. I do think a draw's fair. Some people screamed robbery, not me. But this isn't about that. This is about the 12th round. I've watched and rewind that 12th round about 7 times. I'm not even joking. 7 times, just because of the knockdown. Answers on a postcard, please. How the fuck did Fury get up from that punch? Like, how did he get up? It wasn't the punch that put him down that I'm talking about. It's the punch, I think it's a left hook that Wilder connected with while he was going down, right? And his head slammed off the canvas. I thought that was it. And it's weird, watching it again, I'm still thinking, oh, he's done. He's done here. And you see Frank Warren behind, and even Frank Warren's kind of resigned to thinking, all right, you know what? He tried, right? He's been out a couple of years, had a couple of warm-up fights. He gave it a go. He's lost in the 12th round. There's no shame in that, right? If he lost in that 12th round, i.e. didn't get up, I would have still said, you know what, fantastic performance. I would have. But he got up. And I was thinking, is it down to his fitness? Is it like a testament to his fitness? And that's what they normally say when someone can survive the 12th round. And I'm like, not really. It's not. I don't think it's down to his fitness. I mean, I've seen some of the guys that I consider the fittest boxers get rocked in the 12th round and they're hanging on. And that's how it should be, right? You normally hear commentators say things like, can he get to the end of the fight? Can he get to the bell? There's a minute left. All those stuff went out of the window with Fury. Not only did he get up, which shocked the fuck out of me. I mean, he got up at like 9.2 seconds. Not only did he do that, he literally won the round from there on. He won the round from there on. And it's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling. I always, and I have said that, look, skill's one thing in the boxing ring, and I think skill is hugely important, obviously. But the mental strength that comes with some of these top fighters is what gets them through some of the big fights, right? Because 9 times out of 10, when the top fighters fight each other, although I don't think Wilder's an elite fighter in terms of skill set, but 9 times out of 10, when the top fighters fight each other, their skill sets are pretty much the same. Their fitness levels are pretty much the same. They all have strength and conditioning trainers. They all try the latest techniques. What separates them is the mental strength. I mean, Bernard Hopkins talks about this, Andre Ward talks about this, Floyd Mayweather talks about this as well. It was almost as though I'm not going to get beat, right? I'm not going to get beat. I'm going to get up. And not only am I going to get up, I'm going to win the round. I mean, I've not looked at the official scorecards. I'm not sure anyone's got them, but I said this on my previous video. Just based on the work he did after he got knocked down, you could saw that round at 10-9. I mean, most rounds kind of just standardly are 10-8s, like unless something drastic happens, most rounds are 10-8s. But honestly, I've watched that round back 5 or 6 times, like I'm saying, and I've scored that round at 10-9, which is crazy. But honestly, his mental strength to get up from that punch, don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I've seen a lot of fighters, a lot. It's not a case of naming names, but I've seen a lot of fighters quit. A lot of fighters say, you know what, fuck that. Tried my hardest, I'm done. Especially when they're not favourites going in. It's almost like, I've done what I could do here. I think Ricky Hatton even said to him, I think I saw Ricky Hatton trying to rip his gloves off, and Ricky Hatton was saying, I don't know how you got up from that 12th. And that's a former professional elite fighter saying, I don't know how you got up from that 12th. Going into the fight, I think I made a handful of videos, and I tweeted a lot saying, I'm just not sure. I had Wilder winning it easy, then I had Fury could nick it on points, then I had Wilder will destroy him by KO, and I think yesterday night I said, you know what, I might change my mind again. And I think you can see why I was flipping and flopping with my predictions, because Fury's mental game is just, it's through the roof, and it's going to get him through some tough fights. It really is. And what's scary for all the heavyweights now, and I say, oh, we're talking just really Wilder and Joshua, is that going into that fight, as mentally strong as Fury is and giving it all the talk, he must have doubted himself somewhat, right? You've been out for so long. You've had a couple of warm-up fights. You've had decent sparring, nothing great. And you're taking on Wilder, this vicious puncher, this guy that's saying all the things he's going to knock you out, send you to hospital. There must have been some doubts going in as though, can I take his punch? Am I fit enough to 12 rounds? Have I still really got it? Was Vladimir Klitschko a fluke? You know, all these things that people are talking about. So he's doubted himself. Now, fuck me. If we thought he was confident before, he is going to be so confident now it's going to be through the roof. He's going to watch the tape back and think, you know what, I could have. There were times when he hurt Wilder and he almost, I don't know if he backed off, but going back to the corner, you could hear Ben Davison saying, you know, it's going to come, take your time. Whereas I feel like that was maybe the time to say, you know what, step on the pedal. Step on the pedal and show what you can do. But again, maybe they doubted themselves as well, right? He's been out for so long. Will the gas tank empty? Can he take the punch? All these questions. And now he's answered all these questions. And in the rematch, if it happens, you got to favour Fury. You've got to favour Fury. He's going to be 6 or 7 months sharper, 6 or 7 months fitter. And boy, his confidence is going to be through the fucking roof. Through the roof, people.